Welcome to Wrestle MSX. I'm Michael.
And I'm Sally.
Please sit back, subscribe,
and enjoy our review of Backlash.
Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker kick things off, with Breakker being accompanied by Paul Heyman, of course. As soon as the bell rings, they're off. Out the ring, in the ring, and back out again. This isn't a wrestling match, it's a scrap. We eventually get back in the ring and a wrestling match does break out, with Breakker landing various suplexes, a tilt-a-whirl and cover for 2.
Breakker calls Seth trash while he has him in a chinlock, with Seth escaping, but then suffering a clothesline and cover for 2. More suplexes follow, and I'm starting to think I'm watching a Lesnar match. A Frankensteiner nets Breakker another 2, with the match then heading outside again. Breakker looks for a super spear, but Rollins catches him with a super kick, with the pair then barely making it back in the ring as the ref counts to 9.
Seth finally gets a cover or 2 of 2 after a clothesline and half stomp, half punt. Seth then looks for another stomp and blows Heyman a kiss before executing, but Breakker catches Seth's foot, lifts him into a military press and then drops him onto his knees. Breakker follows this up with a standing moonsault and another 2 cover after Seth botched a move. I have no idea what he was trying to do. It looked like he was like the Dirty Diana that Carmelo Hayes does, but he slipped and he kind of went headfirst onto the mat.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what he was attempting.
We head back outside with Breakker landing a jumping clothesline from the apron to Seth, who's on the announcer's desk, with the pair then just beating the count out again. Back inside the ropes, Seth hits the superplex and then looks for the Falcon Arrow, but Breakker hits it and covers it again for 2. Another Frankensteiner is followed by another, but Seth lands on his feet, hits 2 super kicks, the pedigree, and a stomp.
Oh, so it's over then. Before Seth can cover though, Heyman gets on the apron, slowing Ellie momentum. Seth decides to slide out the ring and grab a chair from under the ring, and it's a good job he did, as he's then jumped by Theory and Paul. Seth sees them off, or rather the chair does, before Seth re-enters the ring and right into a spear. The cover, 2.
Breakker then looks for his super spear, but Seth counters into a pedigree, kinda, and then looks for a super stomp from the middle rope. Only Breakker spears him mid-air and then looks for another super spear. This time it connects, with Breakker then covering and getting the 1, 2, 3.
I enjoyed this.
Yeah, I did. More than I thought I would.
Maybe they put that's why they put it on first to get you in, because I thought this was an excellent match. For me, probably the match of the night. Not that that kind of puts everything else down, even though we've only done the first match. but obviously we've seen it, and I think this was the match of the night. I'll go into more of it on the musings, but what the hell does Seth do now?
Yeah.
Up next, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the United States Championship. Just before the match, Kathy Kelly says she spoke to Zayn earlier and he said he felt great. She then asks Trick for his response. Trick tells Sami to quit lying, saying he's running this, he's the puppet master. I'm not really sure why we needed this.
No idea.
It's given us nothing. We know Trick can do the mic work.
Yeah.
Literally no point to it. Little Yachty is with Trick as well.
Trick starts well, with Zayn having to escape the ring to escape the beatdown. When they are outside, Zayn threatens to use the ring steps, but Lil Yachty approaches with the candy cane kendo stick, making Zayn have second thoughts. Back in the ring, a jumping neckbreaker from Williams slows both men, with a missed Trick kick leading to a bookend and cover for 2.
A sunset flip bomb nets Zayn 2 from the ropes, with a blue thunder bomb also getting 2. Zayn then bounces off the middle rope, leapfrogging Trick, but upon landing seems to tweak his left knee. The ref intervenes, but Trick heads back over, with Sami then getting a 2 off a quick roll-up. Of course, he was playing possum. Lil Yachty then gets on the apron in protest, with the ref of course heading over. Sami seizes his opportunity, grabs the candy cane stick, hits Trick and covers, but only for 2.
Zayn then attacks Trick again, leaving him down, before backing up for a haluva, with the ref then checking on Trick. While she does, Yachty hits Zayn with the candy cane. Trick then gets up, kicks Zayn and covers for 2. we head back outside with Zayn beating on Yachty and then DDTing Trick onto the ring steps.
Zayn then rolls Trick back into the ring, but instead of following up, he decides to haluva kick Lil Yachty. Zayn then finally gets back in the ring and readies for another haluva, but Trick dodges the attack, lands the Trick kick, and covers for the 1-2-3.
Yeah, that was bound to happen, weren't it? It wasn't.
No,
hopefully that'll be the end of those two.
Yeah, we know.
Trick can go on to someone else now.
Yeah, but again, what does Sami do now? Maybe they're phasing them out. I don't know. Not Seth, but who knows? Zayn does get a lot of booze.
Yeah, he has been, hasn't he? Yeah.
Anyway.
Toilet break time, as we have The Miz and Kit Wilson taking on Danhausen and his mystery partner next.
Elton Prince.
No. Out of the cloning
Where is
machine.
he, by the way?
He was injured.
Still.
Out of the cloning machine, we have Minihausen. Minihausen has some moves and takes out both Miz and Kit, with of course the heels then coming back and Kit getting a 2 off a vertical suplex.
Big vertical suplex. Wilson showing his pure strength. Danhausen then joins the fight after tagging in and curses the heels before tagging Minihausen back in. He and Wilson fight up the rampway, with Kit then putting Mini back inside the cloning machine. The machine fires up and out comes, and now I thought it was going to be like a really big guy this time.
Yeah.
Obviously with the Danhausen gear on, but I thought it was going to be massive. Nobody that we know.
No.
Not like
just
over
a big
Femi,
guy.
but just a massive guy. But no, we get more Minihausens. When we get back in the ring, the OG Minihausen drops Kit with an aeroplane spin before trying to curse him, but Wilson puts his mirror up, reflecting the curse. Smart.
Miz gets back in and hits Skull Crusher finale, followed by a cover, but Danhausen breaks it on 2. The fight then heads outside where the Miz tries to set off a fire extinguisher. Of course, it fails with the Miz then looking down the funnel.
Who does that?
And of course, it then goes off. We eventually get back in the ring. Kit and Miz get cursed, with Danhausen then finishing off a blinded Miz with a pump kick and cover for 3.
No, you can come back from the toilet now. We then have an advert for a AAA event, TripleMania, which is on 2 days in September. One on Friday, one on Sunday.
Oh.
But if it's called TripleMania, have it over 3 days.
It's because it's AAA.
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. You can't... 3 Mania.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you have it on Friday, one Saturday, one Sunday. Mr. Trick there, AAA.
Anyway, next up, the grudge match between IYO SKY and Asuka. There was some "We want Kyrie" chants, but they soon stopped as soon as the match got underway. After the tomfoolery of the last match, we got an actual wrestling match, with Sky getting the early going until we went outside, where Asuka then got the better of Sky. Back inside, it was all Asuka, but quite slow-paced, which was a surprise.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that. We got the Shote uppercuts, followed by a missile drop kick and bullet train attack from Sky before a 2 count, with Asuka then fighting back with a flurry of strikes and a running knee. Various covers are then kicked out of on 2, with more kicks then exchanged. The pair also swap submission holds, with Asuka then getting 2 off a rolled through Hurricanrana from Sky.
We end up outside and on the announcer's desk, where Asuka goes to mist Sky, but Sky blocks it with a laptop. Sky then takes control and lands a second rope moonsault from the middle rope to the outside, but then misses an in-ring one.
Oh dear.
Sky then nearly fades to an Asuka choke hold, but fights back with a released German suplex, an over-the-moon moonsault and cover to finally get the 3 and victory. After the match, the pair hug.
And I still believe this is it for Asuka. I think she'll go. They hugged. They got emotional. Asuka waved to the crowd.
But did she leave her boots in the ring?
She didn't. No. She's not going to. Not retire. Retire. But I think she'll be the next one to be or in the next releases.
I think you've said
she
that for
will
like
go,
the last 3 weeks. Yeah.
And there'll be a big. Oh no! I can't believe she's gone. But we can believe she's gone.
It could have been her choice anyway.
Nothing really happening.
Yeah.
Anyway, John Cena's out next with the big historical news. The fans chant for one more match, with Cena speaking about his last match and who was there on his last night. Sol Ruka, Javon Evans, and of course Oba Femi. And he's getting to the point that he says he wanted some NXT superstars in his last main event. Anyway, Cena then announces the news. The John Cena Classic. And it's an event where WWE superstars and NXT superstars hope to be crowned champion with a new title. This is the impression I'm getting being introduced. The caveat is that the fans get to crown the winner. With obviously the John Cena Classic Championship. No idea, no dates yet, but I'm getting Cyber Sunday vibes. Where you can text in.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's who you want to win, but it's who maybe is deserving of the title.
Yeah, I'm assuming you'll have.
But then if it's
a
already
round
been
of matches, but
yeah,
you don't have to necessarily win.
But then obviously you're
win.
not. But then, well, I don't know, because if everybody votes in who they would like to win, and then they have the event, then obviously, well, yes, then the winner would be the fans' favourite. But because you can't, I don't know. Because if they announced who's got the most votes, and then the match is on, you're like, well, I know who's going to win this already.
No, I think it'd be we'd get to see them wrestle. We'd get like a few matches or a ton of matches, and then it would be, I don't know, maybe they'd get a load of people and then maybe dwindle it down, and then you get to pick. But I think we'd see them wrestle, and then we get to pick who should
win.
Yeah.
What you think? They'll wrestle and then we get to pick.
Yeah. Like, say if there's 10, they'll all have a match. There'll be 5 matches.
So you're down to the last 2.
No. You
Okay.
don't, just because you lose doesn't mean you're out.
Okay, right.
So you get to see all 10 wrestlers wrestle, and then we get to vote. That's the impression I was getting.
So anybody could win in any of the matches?
You could have lost every single one of your matches, but because
you
was good on the mic...
you're having 10 matches, are you?
I don't know. I don't know how
like
many rounds there's going to be.
Like a round robin? No, that's too involved, that is. That's too... I don't know.
No, it could just be 10 wrestlers, 5 matches. That's all you get. What's your first impression? Who do you think should win? It could be like simple like that.
No, stupid. So, to the main event of the evening, Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. Cole and Barrett discuss the Tongan death grip as Fatu makes his way down, with Reigns then making his way down, title in hand. At least he's not forgotten it this time. We begin with circling, a lock-up, a headlock, and then a clothesline over the top rope to the outside, followed by our first death grip of the night.
We get back in the ring where we get headbutts and exchange strikes, with Fatu getting the upper hand. Reigns fights back with a big boot and then lands a Superman punch and covers, but only for one. The pair exchange blows again, and whatever Reigns is throwing just bouncing off Fatu. Mounted headbutts are followed by a hip attack, but as Fatu lines up another, Reigns clocks him with another Superman punch.
The cover 2. Fatu rolls out with Reigns landing a drive-by and then clearing the announcer's desk. In doing so, Fatu recovers, locks in the Tongan death grip, and then powerbombs Reigns through the announcer's desk. We get back in the ring where Jacob readies another hip attack, but Reigns catches him with a spear and cover for 2. Reigns readies another spear, but Fatu counters into a pop-up Samoan drop, followed by a moonsault and cover, but only for 2.
Fatu drops multiple headbutts and then pounds away on Reigns before looking for a swanton. Reigns gets his knees up but can't follow up as Reigns appears to have hurt his knee. The two warriors then slug it out on their knees before raising to their feet and continuing. Fatu gets the upper hand as Reigns falls to the corner, with the Samoan werewolf then landing 2 hip attacks.
The Tongan death grip is then locked in, with the champ falling to his knees. Reigns looks out of it, with the ref then checking on him and raising his hand. It stays in the air as Reigns then fights back by gouging at Fatu's eyes. This drives Jacob back, with the pair then squashing the ref in the corner. This doesn't matter though, as 3 Superman punches and a spear are then followed by the 1-2 kick out.
The death grip is then locked in again, with Reigns grabbing the referee and then the turnbuckle pad, which he manages to pull off.
Here we go.
Reigns then manages to throw Fatu headfirst into the exposed corner before another spear is landed. This is it for Fatu, as Reigns then covers and gets the 3 count.
Never wins clean, that fella, does he?
After the match, Fatu puts the grip back on Reigns and then Samoan drops the ref before going back to Reigns.
I don't know what the ref's done. Counted him out, I suppose.
Backstagers do come out with Fatu attacking them and then going back to Reigns. This happens a few more times with Backlash going off the air like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's it for Reigns and Fatu.
No, I don't think it. I mean, no, I suppose not. I was expecting, as I'd said all week or previously, as soon as I knew about this match, intensity. But for me, it wasn't there. They didn't lock up straight away. Like, you'd have thought there'd have been a bit more bad blood.
Yeah.
Like Breakker and Seth, as soon as that bell
Oh,
rang,
yeah, there was
bosh. I mean,
straight away.
even Trick and Sami, I think before the bell rang, I mean, I didn't put it in the script, but before the bell rang,
I think, yeah, Sami
attacked him, but nothing really came of it. He just attacked him, and then they came apart, and then they obviously engaged. Whereas I thought there'd been a bit more to this.
Yeah.
They do like to let things slide in a Reigns match, don't they?
Oh, very much so.
I mean, they did at Mania, like, just like, anything could happen. It doesn't matter, the ref's not bothered. I think they need to have a bit of a clean finish on some of his matches, because we're just going back to the Bloodline days where, the ref's not looking, cheap shot by the Usos.
Yeah, the Usos didn't come out.
It was odd to see Reigns on his own.
Yeah.
No wise man, no Usos, just him, but he kind of held his own.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll probably discuss this a little more on Musings. If you enjoyed our coverage and you liked it, like it, and if you really like it, give us a subscribe. But whatever you do, thank you for watching. We really do enjoy doing this. Hopefully you can tell.
Yes, and hopefully we'll see you Tuesday for Raw.